Her husband, of course, is Ryan Reynolds.
What a beautiful season you're in. You've got these projects, these beautiful kiddos. Do you allow yourself to kind of feel it?
Always. Every second, I just like look around going, these are the days. You know, I feel really, really, really fortunate.
Moment that if we were ever under attack, I would use my wife as a human shield.
Hey there, Hollywood insiders. Celeb Update is back with another scorching hot installment of Hollywood Meltdown Central. So grab your favorite drink, because trust me, the tea we're about to spill is hotter than a heat wave in the middle of the desert. If you've been keeping up with the Blake Lively versus Justin Baldoni saga, or wait, is it Justin versus Ryan Reynolds? Or maybe it's Blake versus her own secret desires. This drama has more twists than a Hollywood thriller, and let's just say, it's getting messy. Reputations are on the line, and the stakes have never been higher. But before we dive into the chaos, do me a quick favor. Smash that like button and hit subscribe to keep this channel alive. Because honey, your clicks is the fuel that keeps this drama train moving. All right, buckle up and grab your drinks, because we're about to break down how a seemingly innocent movie project spiraled into a full-blown Hollywood meltdown, complete with scandalous texts, secret footage, and a gag order that could silence everyone involved. This is Tinseltown, folks, and the drama, wilder than a reality show crossover. Let's start at the top. Blake Lively, queen of snarky comebacks, red carpet slays, and that effortless golden glow that's half goddess, half fashion icon. She's built a reputation on quick wit, flawless hair, and her A-list romance with Ryan Reynolds, a man so good at roasting people, he should have a gold medal in comedy. But lately, she's got fans spitting out their lattes over a shocking rumor. Could she have secretly had a thing for her co-star, Justin Baldoni? And here's the real question. Was that thing the actual reason behind Blake's sensational lawsuit against Justin Baldoni? Because, let's be real, this whole Justin harassed me, oh my god, I must go to court storyline might just be a cover-up for something juicier.
He has come undone, realizing that she had some sort of like an emotional affair with Justin Baldoni. I mean, the way this lawsuit describes is like they were riding into the night together. She was like laughing until she was crying. And again, he's got this on camera, the way that he just dropped that scene on camera. So Ryan knows that there is videographic evidence, that there's photographic evidence, that basically everything that's being claimed here.
Some corners of the internet are buzzing with a wild theory that this isn't about harassment at all, but rather a case of a star wanting something she couldn't have and turning vengeful after rejection. And just when you think it couldn't get messier, what if Ryan Reynolds found out about Blake's alleged feelings for Justin and decided to wage war to protect his picture-perfect marriage? Now that, my friends, is Hollywood chess at its finest. Now let's shift our focus to Justin Baldoni, Hollywood's certified nice guy, best known for crafting heartfelt, emotional projects that tug at the heartstrings. He's the guy who usually melts hearts by bringing sensitive love stories to life, or at least that's what we thought.
A group of women specifically behind me who are specialists in this space, and from the very beginning we worked very hard to create a very truthful and honest story that could reflect the reality of what millions and millions of people go through every day.
By all accounts, Justin Baldoni was the champion who secured the rights to Colleen Hoover's It Ends With Us, determined to bring a powerful story about domestic violence to the big screen. He seemed like the perfect stand-up, mindful, and easygoing creative partner, until suddenly Blake Lively enters the picture. Next thing we know, headlines explode, rumors swirl, and Justin finds himself at the center of a scandal, accused of improvising intimate scenes without warning. But here's the kicker. According to Justin's camp, they're holding on to texts, phone logs, and behind-the-scenes footage that tell an entirely different story. A story where Blake was the one orchestrating these steamy moments, allegedly bypassing official intimacy coordinators, and maybe, just maybe, catching real feelings along the way. And if that wasn't messy enough, Justin insists he's the real victim here, claiming that he actually turned down Blake's supposed advances, which might explain why this this entire situation blew up into a legal battle. If that wasn't enough drama for you, just wait, because now we're throwing Ryan Reynolds into the mix. Could he have been jealously guarding his wife during filming? Because let's be real, this is how Hollywood blockbusters and scandals are born.
But then Blake shows up uninvited, I might add.
Oh my goodness, that is unbelievable.
I thought she's just been pounding beer, and it turns out that she's like 6 months pregnant.
Say that they'd prefer litigating this in court rather than in the public sphere. Again, Baldoni's team says they have much more that they intend to release to the public in the coming days. Now, for those keeping count, there are now at least 5 separate legal actions involving Baldoni, Blake Lively, and their various PR reps. And the amount of damages and compensation being sought in all these various litigations, $900 million.
Now let's break down the rumor that has the internet in a chokehold. Apparently, Blake Lively developed a serious crush on Justin Baldoni while filming It Ends With Us. But when that crush wasn't reciprocated, she allegedly had a meltdown of epic proportions, leading to the very lawsuit that's making headlines today. Sound far-fetched? Not according to some corners of the gossip mill. They're pointing to clues in Blake's past. Specifically, her approach to romance. She's openly admitted in interviews that she's a die-hard romantic, both on-screen and off. And if you look at her dating history, there's a pattern, getting close with her co-stars. Exhibit A, Penn Badgley on Gossip Girl, a romance that started on set. Exhibit B, Ben Affleck during The Town, where shocking rumors swirled about the two having a little more chemistry than just on screen. And finally, she moved on to Ryan Reynolds right after filming Green Lantern. So, was Justin Baldoni just another case of art imitating life, except this time with a rejection and a courtroom battle to follow? Now let's talk about the behind-the-scenes footage that Justin's attorney, Brian Friedman, is waving around like a smoking gun. According to him, the footage allegedly shows Blake choreographing every move in an intimate scene, down to where Justin should position his face. Normally, an intimacy coordinator would handle that, but in this case, Blake supposedly insisted on playing director herself. So did she just get a little too lost in the moment, blurring the lines between acting and reality? Friedman's team is also pushing back against Blake's key accusation, her claim that Justin smelled her neck inappropriately while out of character. Their response? It was nothing more than a quick, playful exchange, possibly following a joke about Blake's spray tan smell.
Doing it. And what you're starting to see is you're starting to see a complete turnaround in this story. And you're starting to see a turnaround because people are questioning, is this truthful or not? When we want the truth. Because that's what this is about. It's just about truth. And in that regard,
could this be yet another example of a moment being twisted or inflated to fit the harassment narrative? Now, let's be extra cautious here. None of this is confirmed, and trust me, the legal disclaimers are flying left and right. But one thing is for sure, the rumor mill is spinning at full speed. And if there's one thing Hollywood loves, it's a scandal about love, rejection, and revenge. So, where does Ryan Reynolds fit into all of this? Well, rumor has it that he discovered, or at least suspected, that Blake was getting a little too cozy with Justin. Maybe her method acting blurred into real feelings, or maybe a certain text popped up on her phone with Justin's name surrounded by hearts. We can only guess, but here's where it gets really juicy. The whispers say that Ryan, absolutely horrified at the idea of losing Blake the same way he got her from Scarlett Johansson, decided to go nuclear. Allegedly, he orchestrated a legal takedown of Justin Baldoni, using this lawsuit as a weapon to shut down any potential threat to his marriage. Yes, folks, this is your classic, you lose them how you got them scenario. And it's got some fans digging into Ryan's past, pointing out that when he first met Blake on the set of Green Lantern, he was very much still married to Scarlett Johansson. And what happened next? Well, we all know how that story ended. So is Ryan Reynolds terrified of history repeating itself, but this time with Justin Baldoni in the picture? Possibly. Rumor has it that Ryan is hell-bent on destroying Justin's career, seeing him as a threat to his marriage, real or not. And whether there's any truth to it or not, one thing's for sure. Fans can't stop talking about it.
The entire thing is being driven by Ryan Reynolds. This is not even, before I was like, this is like Blake Lively trying to Me Too. My viewpoint is Blake Lively has nothing to do with what is happening. Her husband has come undone. And there's so much that I want to say here because I'm very disturbed by it. Like, first and foremost, what's now becoming very clear to me is that Blake Lively developed some feelings for Justin Baldoni on set.
But it's all going to be based on evidence. It's not going to be just a lawsuit. It's going to be the kind of lawsuit that is full of evidence, admissions, documents, which prove exactly what she did and how she bullied her way through the process to take over the movie and used her PR people to try and destroy Justin.
The Blake Lively is a bully, manipulative, and spoiled narrative is spreading fast. People are resurfacing old rumors, how she supposedly stole Ryan from Scarlett Johansson, how she allegedly clashed with certain co-stars, and how she's known to be bossy behind the scenes. Maybe it's all just speculation, but right now it's gaining traction. That said, not everyone is buying it. Many fans remain fiercely loyal to Blake, arguing that Friedman is simply a master at spinning stories, and that none of his so-called receipts actually disprove her side of the story. They also point out that improvised closeness can still be harassment, even if the footage seems harmless at first glance. It's hard not to see the parallels to past Hollywood scandals, where public perception is shaped not just by facts, but by which celebrity is more likable in the court of public opinion. The tide seems to be shifting against Blake. And one of the strangest revelations? Friedman claims that Blake referred to Ryan Reynolds and Taylor Swift as her dragons, in a nod to Game of Thrones. Allegedly, she even texted Justin something along the lines of, "I'm Khaleesi. I have a few dragons who protect me," as a warning not to cross her. If that's true, someone needs to illustrate Blake as Daenerys, with Ryan and Taylor as fire-breathing beasts, because that's pure comedy gold. But beyond the humor, it highlights something deeper, the idea that Blake sees herself as a power player, someone who can call in Hollywood heavyweights to overshadow Justin if he refuses to fall in line. Friedman sees this as intimidation, while Team Blake insists it was just an inside joke. Maybe it's a little of both. Either way, social media is having a field day with the Khaleesi references, with fans joking that Justin is about to get burned by Targaryen-level aggression.
It says Taylor Swift is taking a step back from her friendship with Blake Lively after feeling like she was used as an intimidation tactic by the actress in a lawsuit that she never wanted to be embroiled in. For the time being, she is taking a step back from Blake because she doesn't want to get tangled in this more than she already has, which is far more than she ever needed to be, an insider told the Daily Mail. Her friends also think that Blake's "I'm Khaleesi and like her, I happen to have dragons" text to Justin was uncool and unnecessary because she was essentially used as an intimidation tactic.
And just when we thought this saga couldn't get any wilder, brand new reports have surfaced today, adding even more fuel to the fire. Huge credit to Candace Owens for breaking it down with some top-tier investigative work. The irony, It Ends With Us, was supposed to shine a light on serious domestic violence issues, yet all anyone sees now is a full-blown tabloid spectacle, flirty texts, behind-the-scenes drama, and legal chaos. At this point, the film's marketing team is probably losing sleep as the conversation shifts from the film's message to its off-screen madness. Will this controversy completely overshadow what the movie was meant to stand for? Honestly, probably. Or will it have the opposite effect? Could this turn into a must-watch scandal where audiences tune in just to pick apart which steamy scenes were scripted versus improvised and analyze every glance between Blake and Justin for real-life tension? Producers must be biting their nails, wondering if this drama will tank the film or make it a phenomenon. Whichever way this plays out, one thing is certain: this Hollywood scandal isn't cooling down anytime soon. If everyone involved quietly agrees to settle with big payouts and hush deals, the movie might just slip into theaters next year and fade into memory. But let's be real, with personalities like Friedman involved and Hollywood's love for theatrics, a quiet resolution seems unlikely. Because where's the fun in that? All right, gorgeous watchers, that's your extended dose of meltdown mania. If you want more piping hot updates on Tinseltown's biggest fiascos, tap that like button, drop a comment with your Team Blake or Team Justin stance, and hit subscribe, because you do not want to miss what's coming next. And remember, stay messy, stay blessed, because if Hollywood has taught us anything, real life is way more dramatic than the silver screen.